your three arguments. The way we're gonna do it, the privacy team is gonna start, and the security team is gonna finish. When we start round two, you start, you finish. Conclusions, you present your conclusion, and you finish. That's how it's gonna be. And everyone, let's start. Audience, pay attention. Privacy team, question, go.
In the
Google form?
yes, name and ID is my name and ID.
Of course. Individually, your name and your ID. Not everybody's names and ID. Just yours. Just yours. Okay. Privacy team. Your thesis and your three arguments. Go.
Okay, so if we had to choose one, we would choose privacy because we think that the procedures involved in enforcing internet security have a lot more downsides than upsides for the end user.
So as a first argument, we have that security makes the government or the NSA or corresponding institutions, depending on the country, it involves intruding in the individual's privacy, which violates one of our human rights.
Good.
Our second argument is that the government with hacking tools are in risk of being stolen. So our information is in risk of being stolen by someone, like a mole on the side of the government. So we don't think that's very safe.
Okay.
And the last one is the government will be able to manipulate this information for their own benefits and not security, the initial purpose.
Okay, where's the second? Good, that's keyword. Own benefit. Own benefit, that's a keyword. Good. Guys, your thesis and your arguments.
Well, we believe that the government that is supported by social media, the security agencies could improve their overall way they work in order to become faster and more effective for searching the well-being of the society.
Thank you. Argument one.
In order to predict future aggressive behavior, the governments can implement bots with specific keywords that could lead to the aggressive behavior as of a filter.
Okay. Good. Second argument.
Constant monitoring can allow security people to be in the place of the events, can make possible to look for emotionally unstable people and avoid cases like Amanda Todd, Sammy 070, Megan Mayer, or the recently case in Monterey.
Okay, thank you.
Finally, the fact that the government has access to social media has helped to find fugitives and enemies of the state. For example, in the Boston Marathon, the bombers were caught using 10 terabytes of data and interacting with people on social media.
All right, thank you. Good. These are the core arguments. Remember, these are the arguments that have to be discussed. And now it's time for round two. So this is the moment where you can counter-argue any of the opponent's points. Okay. So this is the time for rebuttals. Who wants to start?
Me,
Diego.
So you say you can search for keywords and other information to create a profile on a person. I think this can lead to stereotyping and racial profiling. So I don't think that's very ethical because it enforces racism and stereotyping people.
Good. And for this debate, since we are fewer people, if somebody wants to add something to what Diego said, you can. Before we go here, you can add if you have something to add. So, Hector?
No.
Okay, we're ready. We're ready. Okay, good. You can specifically address what Diego said, or you can find one of the initial arguments.
According to what Diego said about being racist, this isn't true because the bots will search for words such as murder and keywords that have to be with attacks, not with the racial or ethnicity of the people. This will also prevent that the government is talk over like over people. This mainly because the bots will do their job. The government won't be involved on the research unless they find some aggressive behavior.
Okay, good. You can add to that, or you can start a new line of thought.
But to start a new line of thought, we have to wait until they.
We can. If you have something right now, you can say it right now. No problem.
I can.
You're fine? Yes? Okay, so you can rebut the rebuttal, or you can start a new point of discussion. It's definitely your turn. The team's turn. Who's next? Oh.
It's not that strong of a rebuttal.
I don't know. It is important that you feel confident in the idea, definitely.
Sorry.
We know that many countries have the power, many governments have the power to control the social media, and now, for example, United States. What is the guarantee for the people that this information that obtains is going to use for the good, not for bad, selling other countries or cyber attacks for companies of the people? What is the guarantee that this information wouldn't end in hands of people that will use this information in a bad way?
Okay, so that's more like a rebuttal question. So, anything else to add? Perfect. How do you respond to that?
Well, against that, we must like look forward to the benefit of our society and not to one people, not to one person. For example, if we, as you said, like violate the rights of privacy of a person, but if that helps saving 100 lives, what is better, like 1 or 100?
Alejandro?
Okay. According to, well, to respond to your statement about the government searching our information, internet doxing for bigger organizations such as countries or the FBI is exclusively and strictly for justice and security, such as dealing with terrorism, slavery, or drug abuse, besides other topics.
Okay, Ulises raises the point of what is called the greater good. Yes, we're familiar with that concept, the greater good. And Alejandro insists on the fact that there are elements to be sure that the information will be used for the right purposes.
Because of
So
the
you have
nature of the agencies.
the nature of the agencies. So you have two issues here to address. You can address both, or you can choose one.
Well, I just want to add to Ulises that it's not just one single person that they check on their privacy. It's basically everyone who uses social media or the internet.
I would have to ask you to expand. What do you mean when it's not a single person?
Yeah, he was saying that if you're gonna save 100 lives, it is good to intrude someone's privacy.
Okay.
So I'm saying you're not intruding just one person, you're intruding everyone else.
Okay. Okay, good point.
And
You can
I
add.
want to add because you said that because of the nature of these agencies, the information cannot be used for evil, so to speak. But that's definitely not true. I mean, Snowden made a huge case about the NSA using that information for evil. So I mean, I still think there's no guarantee that this information will be used only for good.
Okay.
Okay, your turn.
I agree that there is no guarantee at all about the government entering into social media. But again, addressing the Boston incident, the government had access to, through the internet, to some bomb plans made by Al Qaeda that helped them get the most of the clues about the people responsible for the attempt. And I think the pros about having access to the internet and social media can overcome any disadvantages about privacy of a single being.
Thank you. Pablo is acknowledging that it's not perfect, but the pros win.
But what was he saying, the pros of having?
That
Monitoring and
yes, one of the example he used was the Boston Marathon, right?
yes,
That was a clear example of a good outcome of this monitoring.
Well,
Just to make sure, ready for the next thing? Yes? Okay, go.
I would like to say that Boston Marathon, in my opinion, was not a good outcome because like tons of people died still. Like you only, breaching privacy only helped to catch the criminal, not to prevent anything. Like people still die.
Correct.
I agree that there were some casualties, but future events were prevented, like
Future events?
these people could
Ah, I get it, I get it.
Possible events, yeah.
Mhm.
future possible events that these two brothers could have done in other places. Like if there was a way to stop in the Second World War the second nuke, they would have saved millions of people. So there was a first bombing, but they prevented any future bombing from that group.
Okay.
Can I add?
Yeah, sure.
In addition to what Ray said, and also to respond to Diego, as you say, people still die, but if the government didn't intervene, it will result in even more people dying.
Correct. What would you say about that? Like, it's true. It's probably not necessarily preventing, but it's definitely catching criminals. What would you say about that? Or you have an idea, go ahead.
Well, the important thing about for you, your topic is to prevent criminal attacks, but this isn't working. For example, in 1970 to 2016, there have been 540 terrorist attacks in all the world, and only 69 cyber attacks. So you are spying every single person in the world, and it's still terrorist attacks. So if you prevent one, it's not enough. From 700, 549 attacks. So 1 to 549 and you need to spy everyone. I don't see the pros. So
The proportion is very low.
the proportion is very low.
You have a rebuttal? Go.
The process, in order to investigate, monitor people, you get a lot of information. So you need to classify the information. So it is very difficult to avoid all the possible crime things that can happen. You only find a hint and you follow it. Like you can be able to follow all the hints of
Leads. All the leads.
All the leads. So that's the why the proportion may be low.
Alejandro.
Also, according to Crime Stoppers, a report said that the number of arrests has increased dramatically with the help of social media. For example, government posts pictures of the criminals, and people try to search them. And they also gave what is it? An award, a recompense, a reward. Yes. And it's worth noticing that they didn't violate the privacy of the people, because they were only asking for people to look for criminals.
I don't get it. This was more like a citizens checking on citizens, or what was
No,
this?
no, no. Like, for example, a criminal is escaped from the prison. So the government says in social media that they have to be careful, and that if they have clues of where he has gone, the citizens help to arrest this with the help of social media,
Okay, good. Like a
by not
Nation-
violating any privacy.
correct. Like using them as a tool, yeah,
Yes.
for everybody to use. It's time to reach conclusions, unless you have a few rebuttals. The thing is that if you have a rebuttal, then we need to finish with them, so they have no other rebuttal. So, if you have a rebuttal, now is the moment. If not, I'm gonna give you 1 minute or two to reach your conclusion. Do you wanna conclude, or do you wanna rebut? Whatever you want. You wanna rebut?
Well, it's only the last thing you said.
Uh-huh.
That's helping with the people, not security, so it's not the point. It's different. If the government put a picture of someone to the population, it's help the population to the government, not security. That's different.
Yeah, another way around that.
We are talking about two different things. One is health, another is security.
Yeah.
They are
It's your turn to rebut that. Okay. Diego?
Yeah, like just to make it clearer, I think he's saying that the last point was about people helping the government to catch a criminal, not the government using the people to catch a criminal. Like, it was voluntary.
Okay, that's a very important word, voluntary. Okay, your rebuttal to that? Oh, I can think of so many things. What I can say.
Well, I guess that the main thing to reach is security and the social media. And to obtain security, they use some tools like social media to get it. We're not talking about specifically like spying on the users.
Okay, that works halfway there. Okay. Now, I'm gonna give you 2 minutes to your conclusions. Okay. So a little bit of team back. Find your final powerful argument. And teams who are here, get ready. Okay.
Yeah.
We're next.
¿Sí?
Are the videos, are the devices still recording? I forgot to say that here you can pause. But it's okay, we are about to present. Okay. Conclusions.
Y luego tú dices, y luego yo digo, todo con y tú dices sí, y ya digo,
Privacy team, your conclusion.
Can I add something?
Okay, please. Go.
Okay, well, we're completely bored with what you said about the government asking for help and people volunteering to help via social media. Though we know most of the governments in the world spy on their people for safety. Though we wouldn't call this security, but more like totalitarianism.
Okay, powerful message at the end. Okay, what do you guys have?
Without doubt, we have to look after the well-being of our society, even if that means sacrificing privacy of an individual in order to save lives, like in lives. So we can say that security will always help predict fewer attacks and finding fugitives.
Okay, good. Thank you guys. Claps for both teams. Audience. Clap, audience. Thank you. Good job, guys. You can stop the recording.